Alright, welcome to another edition of What the Fuck, Happenings YouTube, Atheist Community, and Stickam Fun. Yeah, sort of. Anyway, Stickam first, I guess. Yeah, last night. I'll do last night, then Paul Ego night. Friday night. Yeah, so I did a lot of Stickam over the weekend. Little burnt out. Kind of done with people and talking. So yeah, it was a good night last night, I guess. I don't know, it's weird. I mean, it started off kind of slow. Math Fails was in it for a while, and he's, disconnected or something. Incoherent, even. Well, whatever, So, yeah, it was good seeing him. Because, I hadn't seen him in a while. But he was doing that, one sentence kind of rhetoric, and it just really doesn't go anywhere. So anyway, it took a little while to get off the ground, and Miss Infidel came in. She's looking charming. And she was sort of in the mood, to do some talking, some philosophizing. And yeah, Math Fails was sort of incompatible with that. So that didn't work out too well. But we argued a little bit about life being crap. I mean, she doesn't really believe life is crap. Yeah, but from her perspective, she's got boobs and a vagina. So yeah, from her perspective, maybe it's all looking okay. But anyway, so that was good. So, maybe next week or some week we'll have an argument or something. And that'll be fun. Yeah, and so then the middle part was kind of the middle part. Yeah, there was good stuff in there, so I'm sure. There was some good arguments and such. Yeah, then some guy came in and complained there was no women. And then, after he left, women showed up, so that was good. This Pog girl showed up. She was kind of distracting. Drew pictures and stuff, which was really nice. Even drew penises and things. Girls that draw penises. You can't help but like a girl that can draw a penis. But anyway, yeah, so that was good. And in the mix of all this is this constant conversation about this whole value equation and different philosophical angles of things, and so I kind of go over the same material over and over. And the ideist guy, Bandit, he keeps bringing up, yeah, I can never remember the word for that, just because it's a stupid concept to me, but that human augmentation thing where we take technology and fix ourselves with the technology on the outside, and he keeps arguing that that's somehow the better thing to do instead of the virtual reality thing on the inside where you go, you just change your perception. I mean, it's so much easier to play a movie for our brain than to make a world for us to live in. And you certainly can't have everything in the real world, but in a fake world you can have everything. So to me, there's just no argument. There's no rational argument here. He seems to worry about the end of the human race someday in the distant future. Maybe the distant future. That we need to somehow take our little seed and drop it out there in the old cosmos, so they can keep building Walmarts in the rest of the universe. I say fail to that for sure. Yeah, what? Just what? It's just all so stupid. This whole idea, I don't even get it, to tell you the truth. Yeah, I mean, this whole idea of worrying about future generations that aren't even going to be you. I mean, they're going to be like you, but they're not going to be you. So I don't even know why you would be invested in that. To tell you the truth, it just doesn't. And it's just going to be done so sloppy. I mean, maybe I have a preposterously inflated perception of myself, but I don't think those people are going to do it better than I would have done it. So if they're not going to do it better than me, then what's the hell? What's the point of having somebody do it? Something like that. But I mean, they obviously have a crazy ego if they think they need to have their genetics in the future. I mean, that's just crazy. I don't even know why people would even get attached to genetics. What the fuck is that shit? Oh fuck, I'm way over time here. I didn't put the timer on. I'll have to look at the camera. Probably doesn't tell me how many minutes I'm using. Oh yeah, it does. Good. Alright, so anyway, enough of that. Alright, so Paul's ego. Friday night, it was really good. He was doing his Stickam and beer thing. And so him and his friend did mushrooms and he did, rum. And apparently, he had a bit of he wasn't feeling great the day after. But anyway, yeah, it was an alright night. yeah, I don't remember much of it, and I wasn't even drunk. I'm just kind of just hungover, life hungover. Um, yeah, but it seemed like it was pretty, those little witty comments here and there, little funny things, stuff, kind of, and some philosophy. Yeah. He doesn't think much of my reservoir theory of fatitude. He's very sensitive about the weight thing, so I shouldn't really talk to that. He doesn't like the weight thing. So yeah, I just noticed he's got one of his answer videos up. He tells some really long stories about internet sex and crap and shit, and it's kind of weird. But apparently he's done a lot of lying in his life, which, yeah, well, he gets away with it, but he's got that little round face, so you can lie a lot more when you have a little round face, I guess. But yeah, apparently he's spent a lot of his life lying to people. It's not good. But anyway, Paul's, it's almost impossible to dislike Paul. I don't know what that is, but yeah, he's got one of those. He's got that way where you just, it's really hard to dislike him. So anyway, that's not like I'm saying that. That's sort of a negative compliment, right? Oh yeah, I can't. He's a complete asshole, but I can't help myself. I can't dislike him. No, Paul's not an asshole. So that's just. I'm not implying that he's an asshole and he's just likable because of some personality defect. Although, that's probably within the realm of reasonable speculation. I don't think that's what's going on. Anyway. Okay, that's probably enough. Anyway, oh yeah, Pickled Chicklet did a video. He doesn't title videos very rationally, so, that's sort of a downer. It doesn't get too many views, even though, I did mention this guy once before. So far he's just doing the vlogging thing, just telling little life stories and stuff, saying howdy in different ways. But anyway, yeah, he was in Stickham both those nights, him and his fiance, as he puts it. Been engaged for 5 years or something, so it's kind of funny. But anyway, yeah, Susie. Where was I? Yeah, well, whatever. So, whatever. Morbid Atheist, yeah, I did a video on how to argue with vegetarians. He's putting some work into these things. He's writing the videos and all that kind of stuff, so they're pretty good. They're pretty creatively written. And he puts the graphics in and all that kind of crap, so, hell, he's doing the work. But I don't even know if, you can't really argue about anything on the internet. You can't argue with people in the world. You can't have an argument. No one will have it. Anyway, this is some, is that the guy who asks questions, or is that the guy, oh, he's the portrait guy. Yeah, okay, I already talked about him, featured him, or whatever. Amazing Atheist. Yeah, I finally got around to watching his conservative YouTuber video. Way too long. I mean, he just sort of said the same three different ways in the video, or kind of that kind of thing, Just kind of kept making the same argument, just saying it a little different over and over and over. So, it wasn't much content for a 13-minute, 41-second video. There was just, yeah, but it was good. I mean, it's good to just point out that they are, horrible hypocrites, but we already know conservatives are horrible hypocrites. I mean, it's the only way they can make their philosophy of selfishness rational. But it's sort of a joke for the Amazing Atheist to argue, because I bet you if the guy did, if the Amazing Atheist had $1 million, he'd be some guy ragging on, hey, the government's taxing my money, blah, 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 blah. I don't think he'd be too damn generous. And he wouldn't be too damn interested in hearing about fairness and all that other kind of crap. So whatever, he's not really a source of integrity, I guess is how I would argue it. So this Judy girl, woman, yeah, I just watched a couple of her videos, so I gotta watch more of them, but she makes good little arguments and such. That doesn't really sound right again. But, yeah, that's kind of patronizing. Anyway, Modern Mystic's making a gazebo, and he's doing it all wrong, of course. Yeah, I don't know. He's really bolts through the wood and this, and I'm like, what the hell? Why don't you just put it on top of the posts? Jeez, why compromise the wood by drilling holes for bolts and stuff? But whatever, we won't even get into all that stuff. We disagree about a lot of things. But he is meticulous about things. Yep, Sunspot, saw that on the news or whatever. Not very interesting. Yeah. Skid Row radio guy, Ojama Flipper. He's doing this political thing, doing a lot of political videos. I don't really, I don't know if you can argue politics from YouTube, so I don't know if it does much good. I mean, small scale politics, like day-to-day politics. But that's what he's doing. So yeah, it was okay. I mean, apparently the Prime Minister actually heard him ask a question. One of his questions got picked, but of course they just gave the pat answer, so the whole thing didn't add up to much. This was Paul's ego announced in the room thing. So yeah, so it was okay. Yeah, I didn't have any lag Saturday night, which was pretty good. The room was, I mean, there wasn't much lag. There was some, but there wasn't much. But that was the other problem in Paul's room. There was a lot of lag Friday night. Yeah, we had some points where it was just really impossible to have a conversation. So that was unfortunate. But Paul looked really good Saturday. He came in my room for a little while. He wasn't feeling too good. He looked kind of down, but he looked really good. I mean, it looked like he was, 22 or something. So, but I'm sort of like that. If I'm hungover, I look really good. If I feel like crap, I look really good. And when I feel really great, I look like shit. It's just the way it works out. For whatever, not that you need to know. My hair's coming back. It's getting thicker again, so I feel better about that. Anyway, alright, Modern Mystic video, Stickam, Google sucks, Modern Mystic. There's some other guy, English, I gotta remember this name. It's that Girder guy or something. What's his whole name? Johann Wolfgang Goethe or something. Anyway, English Goethe guy. Yeah, I haven't really watched enough of his videos. He's sort of a, pissing on Professor Anton a little bit about this whole death crap and shit, so that's good. So I saw that. Yeah, I did see the stupid Amazing Atheist video where he's begging for money on his birthday. No, it's not begging because it's my birthday. Jesus. He wants books. I ought to get him a book on etiquette and stuff. But whatever. Nicotine 2. I don't even know what that was. TikTok. Yeah, I don't remember. It probably sucked. Some atheist dancing girl thingy, whatever. I don't know what that was exactly either. This Zombies girl, she writes her own songs and shit, so she's pretty good. I don't know why I was looking at my old Windows one, fixing Windows. That's one of my videos. It's an old pyro video. Eternal Reincarnation. Yeah, I didn't get what he was going. He's going like he's doing that multiverse crap again, and I don't even. People just make up this shit. Oh yeah, so there's a zillion universes, and like in one universe this battery is blue, and in one universe it's red, and another universe it's green, but everything else is exactly the same. And we just I mean, living this life once is bad enough. I gotta live it 1,000,000 times in multiple universes. Oh, fuck. I mean, but there's no reason. I mean, yeah, maybe it's, I don't know. There's just no reason to believe any of that crap. It's just make up fantasy bullshit, and I just don't see any point. We got enough trouble dealing with reality. We don't need to mess with overtly phantasmagorical, evidentiary demonstrated bullshit. So anyway, yeah, I did do that little stupid rabbit vision video for conference report, but I didn't do it very well. So you have to do some edited videos with the new computer. I got a new computer, it's running fairly well. It's very quiet. See, it doesn't make much noise. So that's kind of good. But yeah, I got to do the video card thing, so that's gonna be a bitch. Gotta take out the power supply of the old one and blah blah blah. So running out of time here. I'm down to my last 30 seconds. Yeah, so this Ella woman, she does some videos against the modern mystic, counter arguing some of his points, which is good. So I watch some of that stuff. There's some Professor Anton. Oh yeah, this girl. Speak or Shut Up. She did a video about the addiction and satisfaction thing, and I wanted to get a response video, but I never got around to it. I mean, she's basically agreeing with me, so there's nothing to argue with, really. But and some other guy made a video I have to argue with. Alright, gotta cut it off, running out of time.